Hello and welcome to Geometry Online with Distance Learning. Um, I wanted to go over the assessment that this is for Unit 4, which we have learned everything for before school closed, all the way up through 11.7. So this is mostly Chapter 10 and Chapter 11. Chapter 10 covers your area and perimeter, and then surface area and volume are in Chapter 11. You have all the notes. All of those resources are already online or in your textbook or in your notebook. But going over the performance task and expectations. So we are still doing MYP. So this assessment will be due this Friday, April 3rd at midnight, and it will be assessed, if you scroll down, it will be assessed on criterion C for communicating, criterion D for applying math in real life contexts. The next video after this will go over the vocab that was used in it. Right now I just want to go over the performance task. Situation. You can read it. You're a rural community in northern Minnesota. It's growing at a rapid rate. Your local company, Walleye Construction, has decided this is a market of consumers ready to shop year-round. So your goal is to design a shopping mall that will be made by Walleye Construction. Your boss, whoever that is, your boss requires you to create a 2D model. So that can be on graph paper, that can be on regular blank paper, it can be notebook paper, but you're communicating it and it should be accurate. So please make sure your lines are straight. Angles are what you want them to be. If you need a key for something, you can use color, that's fine. When you take pictures of it, put them in a Google Doc so it's easier for us to see them. Make sure you have good lighting with your images when you take pictures and submit. You'll turn in a minimum of 2-page report. 1 page will be the design, so on graph paper, tracing paper, whiteboard, whatever you need to use to draw it. On your second page will be your calculations. Your design must include these top requirements. So it has to have 10 shops available, 2 restaurant spaces. Each shop must have a minimum of 900 square feet, restaurants a minimum of 1,800 square feet. Your parcel of land is given, a 10-foot sidewalk around each building, so you can have one building, multiple buildings, however you are laying out the space, making sure your parcel of land is 500 feet by 500 feet. 550 feet by 550 feet. Buildings cannot be rectangle or triangle. Individual stores within can be rectangles or triangles, however your space works. But your building, we're trying to ask for something a little more complicated or complex. So your buildings cannot be a straight rectangular prism or triangular prism. All buildings must reach a height between 13 and 20 feet, and the parking lot and mall must cover between 50 and 80% of the land parcel. So there's still some green space, so it still looks pretty, and you're still adding oxygen back to the environment, but you are utilizing the majority of the space. On your second page, your calculations, you need to know the amount of air conditioning needed for your building or buildings in tons. Know that 1 ton's conversion is 4,000 cubic feet. And we also need to know the cost of paving the parking lot because asphalt is expensive. So 1 cubic yard, remember that a yard is 3 feet, and 1 cubic yard of asphalt covers 81 square feet. Each cubic yard is $200 to lay with all of its rebar and everything underneath it, to reinforce it with gravel and everything. Verify the percentage of your parcel covered by the mall and parking lot. We need to make sure this 50% and 80% is actually met.